say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay.
Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Secret Service's Celebrity Psychic Readings. I'm going to be your reader for today, Quintaria Shakir. Please make sure that you like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. Please share this video with someone in your spiritual family. Also, be sure to subscribe to this video to get exclusive content that's released up to date. I update this channel at least twice a week. Make sure that you subscribe to my Patreon. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network so that you can get exclusive psychic readings from me. In addition to that, please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading with me as well. We're going to be doing a reading on LeSean McCoy. First, I want to say that I'm not knowledgeable about the NFL. This was a reading that was asked to be done by my friend Intuitive Retta, so I'm going to be doing it. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading using my spirit board. I'm going to do a bone reading on the situation overall, and then I'm going to move into a tarot reading on the situation as well. So, just to get started, hold on one second. Okay. So the first question that I'm asking is essentially, what will this NFL investigation reveal? So the NFL is investigating LeSean McCoy over abuse, drug use, so on and so forth. I get the woman over the giraffe, and this is saying that the woman that is alleging these things, she's been sticking her neck out. She's trying to get a story out to the public. The giraffe represents someone that's essentially standing tall and strong through a situation. They're trying to stick their neck out, and they're also they're trying to do something with a high purpose, or they're looking at things from a very high angle. And I also get the witch token, which is over the elephant, but it's face down. So this is saying that there's something. This is like there's a lot of negative energy around this situation involving her and in the allegations that she's alleging. So the witch token can be a curse or a hex. So essentially, curses and hexes can be gossip, slander, negative, any type of traumatic experiences that you're going through. The elephant represents something that's incredibly valuable. So this is saying that these valuable experiences that she's having are being negatively charged. I get the turtle over the family. So this is saying that this NFL investigation, I feel like they're going to be investigating LeSean McCoy's family as well, and trying to figure out whether these allegations are true. I get the turtle over the lion, which says that the family is going to be pretty unified about the story that they're going to tell, that they're going to be unified in the support of him through this. I get the skull over the snake, and this is saying that this is essentially like the ancestors coming through and saying that LeSean McCoy is a predator. So his ancestors are coming through to reveal that the snake, for me, it represents someone that's incredibly cunning, someone that is very agile. You can cut a snake's tail off, it will regrow. It can live in the water, it can live in the grass, it can live in trees. So it's a very versatile animal. So this is saying that he's someone that can like, weasel his way out of different situations. I get the man over the turtle on the particular board, and this is saying to me that as far as these allegations go, he's slowly trying to plot something. He's slowly planning something. He's trying to get his story together to explain his position in all of this. Now, another thing is that I almost feel as though his ancestors are trying to have a lot of this information come forward about him, because I get the guardian angel over the tarantula. The guardian angel over the tarantula would indicate to me that his ancestors are coming through and they're saying, hey, this man is vicious. He's not particularly venomous, like he won't kill you, but he is he's someone that is strong. He's the top of the food chain, and we do want to at least, you know, give the information that he is, you know, capable and dangerous. So I get the romance token over the moth, and this is saying that this is the end of a relationship, the death of a relationship. Something came to a close, so something new could begin. So this is telling me that with these two tokens being so close to each other, the woman and the romance token, it's like this is the end of their relationship, or it has been the end of their relationship for a while. Now, something else that's interesting is I get the nickel over the parrot. This is saying to me that as far as the magnitude of this situation for him, it is, you know, it's something that he wasn't. It's something that he's been preparing for, but he wasn't prepared for. Now, what I'm saying is that he knew. I feel as though he's known that something. These things were going to go public, but I do know that he has a plan in place to discredit this woman. So don't be surprised if this story becomes more balanced as it continues to be covered, because I hear that this isn't going to be something that I don't think this is going to be top of the headlines, but people are going to continue covering this story, almost like Ray Lewis. So I get. Another thing that I get the meditation token over the woodpecker. So this is telling me that LeSean McCoy isn't meditating enough. Like, he's not listening to his ancestors enough about the advice that they're trying to give to him. Now, a lot more is about to be revealed. The courage token is over the squirrel. So this is like, you know, this is like him. A squirrel chases a nut. So this is saying that these things are coming to light because he's been a squirrel that's just been out here just chasing a nut. He hasn't been thinking carefully about who he chooses to deal with and why he chooses to deal with them. So with that said, he put himself in this position. No matter whether the allegations are true or not, his answers are like, you haven't been listening to us, so you're in this position. You're in this position because of how you've chosen to deal with women and what we've been telling you about this. I get the love token, the elephant token, and the protection token over the monkey. And this is saying to me that what they're going to find out is that what the NFL is going to find out is that this woman is in love with him. That she actually has a lot of stories to tell to them. And the protection token over the monkey is saying that she's not been mature enough to come forward with this information. The elephant being over the monkey would represent she has something valuable to offer, but she wasn't she wasn't developed enough to offer that. And then the love token is saying that I feel as though they're going to find out that, you know, even, you know, she's a bit, you know, she's not a mature woman. You know, it's kind of, they're gonna find out, you know, she is fickle, and she is, you know, superficial, but at the same time they're gonna see that she has stories that are very valid as well. I get the penny over the tree frog. This is saying that as far as what this woman wants, what they're going to find out is that she really doesn't want money. She wants her story to be told. The penny is saying that, like, this is all petty for her. You know, this is all petty, but she has a story and she's sticking to it. I get the owl over the treasure chest, and this is saying that she is surveilling the idea of money. She is surveilling that like a civil suit, but this isn't something. It wouldn't be a wise decision for her to go about that, because the owl being face down is saying that she's thought about it, but her back is turned towards it. So I don't think that she's doing this for the money. I get the mother token over the shark, and this is telling me that it was her mother that encouraged for her to come forward with this information, or was a motherly or a protective and maternal energy that was saying to her that she needed to come forward with this information and be honest about it. I get the direction token over the jellyfish, and this is saying that whatever that the NFL with the pointing northeast, this is saying that it's true and it's spiritual. It's true and it's spiritual. So it's saying to me that these allegations that she's coming forward with, you know, they're true, and the ancestors are allowing for this information to come forward, but to sting him, to bite him in the ass. The intelligence token is over the starfish. The starfish represents someone that wants to be sucked into entertainment. So they're saying that this is she's coming public with this in this way because she knew that it was going to make headlines. I feel as though she heard it in a dream, or she heard it in a dream about how to go forward about this. You know, spirit is funny. And I get a quarter over the oyster, and this is saying that that, you know, he's gonna be a tough shell to crack, but once they gotta, like, look, this investigation is serious. All right, I don't get that this is for play. I'm very much hearing that the NFL is not particularly on his side right now because of the veracity of this. I feel like, okay, so I'm gonna say this: the quarter being over the pearl. Okay, the quarter represents something big. So remember how I said you have the nickel over the parrot, meaning that he was moderately prepared for this. This means that this is like a high level of whatever this token, the quarter lands on. I mean, it polarizes it, saying like there's tons of value in it. Almost to the point of the elephant, but it's talking about tons of value, like monetary value, currency. And so they're saying that I feel as though he's been paying people, or he's been paying this woman, or he's been paying her to keep silent or to be quiet, or they're going to find tons, and they're going to find tons and tons of money. How do I say this? He's either been paying people to keep her silent. He's been paying tons of money to lawyers. It's like they will find, the pearl represents an animal it has a tough shell to crack. Within the oyster is a pearl, but what it carries within its mouth for a while is sand, and the sand becomes a pearl. So it's like this very common thing becomes something very valuable. So it's like this domestic violence altercation, or these domestic violence incidents are very common, and here it is that, you know, we're in the year of the high priestess, as Intuitive Reader would say, and you've got the mask being pulled back from these different public situations, these different public stories, and this is tarnishing the NFL's reputation. Okay, what's off of the board is the wedding ring. So this is telling me that this is not about a marriage. The simplified token is off the board, so they're saying that this incident is not complex. It's very simple. It's in our face. The dice are off the board. They rolled off the board, and one of the good ancestors token is off the board. This is the negative ancestors token. This is the good ancestors token. That's off of the board as well. So that's how I came about my interpretation of this. All right. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to do a traditional tarot reading so that you all can get a better understanding of this. I have more questions to ask. So give me just 1 second. Okay. All right. So my first question is, does he beat his son? I get the card for the devil. I get the card for interference. I get the card for the lovers. And this is saying that as far as the card for the devil, okay, so the arithmetic of these three cards is saying that he has substance abuse issues, as you know, the devil is talking about addiction, and I feel like it's addiction to a substance. The interference card is speaking specifically about these substances irritating his cognitive process, and so he acts crazy. I mean, that's the best way to put it. The drugs can cause him to act crazy. The Lover's card is speaking specifically about the bringing together of two opposing energies, or two complementary energies. And I feel that this is saying that you mix that Molly with that whatever, and you get a Bama fool. But the thing is that as far as beating his son, if he does, it happens in like a stupor. I get the card for art. I get the card for virtue. And pull one more card. And I get the card for fortune. So what this is telling me is that as far as the allegations of him beating his son, I feel as though he's done it maybe once or twice, but it hasn't happened. It does not happen frequently. The card for art and the card for virtue and the card for fortune. Art and virtue together are saying that as far as this allegation goes, it's a very creative interpretation of what happens, that she's very passionate about getting this information forward. The fortune card is saying that some of this is true, some of it is not. So he has before, and she has witnessed it, that he's been beaten, but it's probably happened one or two times, and it's not something that's frequent. Now, with that being said, it should never have happened, but I mean, it's happened. My next question is, does he use illegal steroids? You get the card for failure, the card for the Ace of Swords, the card for the Chariot. This is saying that what the NFL will the NFL may find out that he's used them in the past, but I'm hearing that, like I said, he's prepared for this to happen. So if they drug test him, I'm not exactly sure that they're going to find it in his system, but there will be indicators that he has. Like there may be a false positive test, and he has to retake it. So the card for failure, the Ace of Swords together are saying that, upon them investigating him, it's like there's a truth that comes out that he it's like there's a truth that comes out, there's a truth that comes forward that is not the full truth, that I feel like it's going to be like, no, but that he hasn't, we drug tested him. But like I said, I feel like he's prepared for this to happen. The Chariot card is saying that I think that he's going to continue playing forward. He's just going to move forward again. He's going to continue being able to play in this next season. My next question is, what does the home invasion have to do with all this? I get the card for the moon. I get the card for the ancestors. I get the card for victory. And this is saying that, the moon card is saying that this is all an illusion. His ancestors are coming forward to say this is all an illusion, and he may be victorious in getting through in getting out of this. Let's see. I get the card for ruin. I get the card for the Knight of Wands. I get the card for the Queen of Discs. This is saying that he did try to set this up to ruin this woman, but I'm feeling as though they may not really be able to connect this to him. I feel like this is set up in such a way against her that they may feel like she set herself up. She may have set up this home, and they will feel like she set up this home invasion herself. Now, why would they feel that way? Why would they? I get the card for change. I get the card for prudence. I get the card for cruelty. These three cards together are telling me that in this investigation, there's going to be information that they find that changes the direction of the investigation. Like, did she set up this home invasion against herself? I feel almost as though, let's say these burglars came into her home, and they said that they were specifically targeting her. Well, it make the things that they said, the way she talks about it, the facts may be so heavy-handed that it leads the investigators to believing that she did this herself to corroborate the claims that she or her friend had been beaten. So I feel that the change card, the prudence card, the cruelty card is saying that there's going to be a change of events, a change in their wisdom, or a change in the direction that they're interpreting these facts, and is going to lead to her not having the full truth come out. I get the card for the Prince of Wands, the card for the Queen of Cups, and the card for the Hermit. He's trying to send her into a frenzy, one in which that she will choose not to speak out more, and he's trying to silence her, and like I said earlier, I feel like he's trying to discredit her. I'm going to shuffle more cards because I have more questions to ask. Hold on for me just 1 second. Okay, my next question is, does he have anything to hide? I get the card for peace. I get the card for art. I get the card for the hangman. And this is saying that he is, this is deceptive to me, because the peace card, the art card, and the hangman, the peace and the art. Okay, the peace card is saying to me that on the surface, there's nothing to hide. Everything on the surface, there's nothing to hide, but creatively, it's like he's at a crossroads with like what to do with he's standing at a crossroads with how to hide certain things about him, and how to spin certain stories. Like, why were you here? And why were you here at this time? What was going on with y'all? Why are you trying to evict her? What do these text messages mean? I feel almost as though I feel almost as though he knew how to maneuver through the situation so that he doesn't he's not caught red-handed. He knew how to text her. He knew where to meet her. Let me see, does he have anything to hide? I get the card for death, the card for the Ace of Wands, the card for the Lovers. This is saying to me that one of the things that they're gonna he's going to spin it as she's jealous of me cheating on her, and I also feel like he's going to say that she's cheating on him, and perhaps it's another guy that did this to her, because I get the card for death, the card for the Ace of Wands, the card for the Lovers, and this is telling me that there's literal death. Like he's going to say that there might be somebody that's trying to kill her that she's dealing with outside of our relationship. Why has he been saying? No, there's another question that my friend Danielle. Why has he been trying to? My friend Danielle Nicole, she'll be in the comments section, so congratulate her on getting me to do this, and my friend Retta getting me to do this. So why has he been trying to evict this woman from his home? So I get the card for debauchery, the card for change, and the card for swiftness. Well, I mean, it goes both ways. There's moral, like the card for debauchery, it talks about moral ineptitude or immoral character, just foolishness, mess. So it's like he was really trying to, he's been trying to leave this relationship. They don't need to be together. But the card for debauchery is saying like this shitstorm, this fuckery had to change quickly. Okay. Pull more cards. Let's see. The card for defeat, the Princess of Swords, the card for adjustment. These three cards are telling me that she's argumentative and immature. She snaps off a lot, and she's very chatty, very naggy. Texts him a lot. It's like he wanted the defeat card is saying like I'm going to end this with her. I don't know why was this woman living with him? That's the real question. Let me ask that as well. The adjustment card is speaking about she has to get with the rhythm of things. I get the Magician, the Sun, the Lust card. She's been blackmailing him. So they've had a negative. Look, it's like this. Okay, if you beat me, you did this to me. Well, you better take care of me. You did this to me. How could you do this to me? Sort of thing. The Magician, the Sun, the Lust. He's the Magician, so I see him as the orchestrator out of all this. He's not the. If he's in the tarot, he is the Magician. Okay, so he may show up in other cards as other things, but he's a magician. He's orchestrating a lot behind the scenes. The Sun card is like the Sun and the Lust card. The arithmetic between those two are indicating to me that she's been wanting to come forward with this information, but she's been threatening him and blackmailing him into it, and he's now prepared for the media frenzy. He's prepared to kind of sort of to douse out some of the fires because it's going to come to light. Okay, and so how will he move forward through this? I get the card for interference, the card for the Knight of Wands, the card for power. He's going to be playing. He's still going to be playing. That at the end of at the end of the day, he's going to play. So we will see and hear more about this. But the card for interference is saying that like he's way too strong for he's above this. That's why I said earlier he's prepared. Hold on one second. I get the card for Valor, the card for Emperor, and the card for the Black Hole. The Black Hole for me represents period, the end of the message. Okay, so Valor, the Emperor, the Black Hole is saying that him as the Emperor, this woman serves him no purpose. He has strategized a way to get her out of this home. He has screwed with her. I feel that she's going to be discredited in this investigation, and I feel like he is sitting very comfortably right now, and the Black Hole says period. With that being said, go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com, purchase a private psychic reading. Please go to my Patreon. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. Make sure to tune into this channel every Tuesday and Friday at 12 p.m. because you'll get a new psychic reading. In addition to that, you can ask me any, how about this? What other readings should I be doing right now? Like, what is important for this channel? Like, what is critical for this channel? So, it might be a Michael Jackson reading. It might be a Prince reading. Might be Marvin Gaye. Might be Erykah Badu. Might be Fantasia Barrino. Might be Future. With that being said, thank you all for listening. Bye.
It's been a long time, but I still got love for you, and that won't ever change. San Jose, they say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay. San Jose, girl, I know we tried to tell ourselves those lies, like we can make it.